Okay. Hold on, guys. So sorry about that, guys. Alright. Huh.
Hello? Can you hear me? You can? Okay, good. You're Daniel, right? Daniel Thompson? Great. Just need to make sure you're the right person. I'll just cut right to the chase. My name's Willis. Willis Alexander Johnson. You can just call me Wilson like everyone else does. It's an old nickname of mine. Anyway, welcome to the Fazbear Incorporated Memorial Museum and Storage Complex. Whew, that's a mouthful. Museum is still partially under construction, so we need someone to work the night shift here. You know, keep criminals out, watch the animatronics, make sure they don't wander too far. Yeah, we have animatronics here, active ones. Aren't in the best condition, a bit burnt too. Then again, factory did burn down and collapse, so yeah. Now, these animatronics may try to attack you. Their AIs have gotten a bit corrupted from everything that happened to them. If they reach you, I can't guarantee your safety. However, there are a few things you can use to defend yourself. Laptop on your left, that has access to security cameras and the electronic door locking mechanisms. Use cameras to track their movements and shut the left or right door depending on what side they're on if they approach you there. Whatever wandered over there will eventually go away. You also have the watchful eye tracking system and the signal corrupter on the right laptop. If an animatronic hides from the camera's view, you can activate the watchful eye to detect exactly where they are. It takes a bit of time, however. You also have the signal corrupter, which will allow you to shut down every electronic device in a designated area, even freezing animatronics in place. However, this also shuts down whatever camera is closest to the area. They also might approach you from the front or the back. If it's from the front, hide under the desk till they leave. If they can't see you, they can't get you. If they're from the back, walk over to the back door, open it up, shine some light in their eyes. It should blind them and cause them to walk away. Is that about it? Wait, the power. Make sure you don't use too much of the power in the building. The doors, the cameras, the corruptor, that'll all take a lot of the power away from the system. However, when nothing is running, the backup generator will start up and start regenerating the main power for the building, so that helps. Anyway, your shift ends at 7, so after that, just take elevator back up to the museum and exit through that door and enjoy the rest of your day. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Good night, Daniel.
I locked up the game somehow. How the hell did I lock up the game? Is that, is that my boy Night Trap? Is that my boy? Is that my baby boy? I'm sorry. Yes. I am whole. Freddy's gone. Yes, that is my name. Is my name.
Daniel, glad to see you're back on your feet again. Heard you came down with a stomach bug. Sucks, doesn't it? Apparently it's been spreading all over town. Had it last week. Anyway, on to more important matters. I've been looking into the Fazbear Archive, you know, the main central Fazbear Incorporated database, and found some interesting data about these animatronics. Apparently, they're not even animatronics, they're something called torture suits. They were created by a Mr. Allison Marcus Jones, founder of the company. These things, they're sickening. He built them to contain his employees and brutally massacre them. Not pleasant. Speaking of animatronics, I'm pretty sure there'll be a few more of them active tonight. We've got quite a few of these torture suits, so I wouldn't be surprised if they all activated sooner or later. Just keep an eye out for anything suspicious, okay? Thanks. I need to go now. You'll be A-okay, Daniel. Trust me. Anyway, talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Oh, hi, Fang. Wait. Hey, it's my boy Night Trap!
Welcome back, Daniel. I've got some good news and some bad news for you. Which do you want to hear first? Good news? Okay. Good news is I found some more new information about Mr. Allison Jones and looking through the Fazbear archive. You're never gonna believe this. It says he had a son. Well, an adopted son. Yeah, crazy, right? That's only the tip of the iceberg. I also found a file about 2 of his former employees. The 2 names really stuck out for me. The names were Vincent Afton and Grant Calkin. Vincent's name I recognized. He was the manager of another Fazbear establishment, one simply known as Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. And Grant Calkin. There was a file on Mr. Jones' private account talking about a Linda Calkin. It's password protected, so I'm going to work on opening that later on today. Anyway, on to the bad news. There's this new torture suit that activated. Its name is Torture Vigo. It's based off the Vigo the Snake animatronic. I never liked Vigo. I bought him from a shop to use in Fazbear Fantasyland, and when I ran the startup test, he bit my finger and broke right through the bone. But that's not the point. Thing is, this torture suit is weird. Apparently Vigo's AI was designed to function as malware. Guessing Mr. Jones made it to collect information on people. The problem for you is that it'll occasionally upload itself to the left laptop. You know, the one with the cameras. I installed an antivirus software a few months ago that will force restart the laptop and attempt to remove the malicious files it detects, if it finds me. Thing is, you'll need to enter an authorization code after it restarts to acknowledge that you've regained control of the computer. Caps matters. And when entering the code, you have no access to cameras or doors, so that's a pain. So watch for that. Gotta go. Jury duty today for some reason. Bad timing for me to schedule a shift for you, so bye.
That actually scared me. Freddy. Buster's there. Freddy's here.
Welcome back, Daniel. I've got some good news and some bad news for you. Which you want to hear first? Good news? Okay. Good news is I found some more new information about Mr. Allison Jones and looking through the Fazbear archive. You're never gonna believe this. It says he has a son. Well, an adopted son. Yeah, crazy, right? That's only the tip of the iceberg. I also found a file about 2 of his former employees. The 2 names really stuck out for me. The names were Vincent Afton and Grant Calkin. Vincent's name I recognized. He was the manager of another Fazbear establishment, one simply known as Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. And Grant Calkin. There was a file on Mr. Jones' private account talking about a Lint Calkin. It's password protected, so I'm going to work on opening that later on today. Anyway, on to the bad news. There's this new torture suit that activated. Its name is Torture Vigo. It's based off the Vigo the Snake animatronic. I never liked Vigo. I bought him from a shop to use in Fazbear Fantasyland, and when I ran the startup test, he bit my finger and broke right through the bone. But it's not the point. Thing is, this torture suit is weird. Apparently Vigo's AI was designed to function as malware. Guessing Mr. Jones made it to collect information on people. The problem for you is that it'll occasionally upload itself to the left laptop. You know, the one with cameras. I installed an antivirus software a few months ago that will force restart the laptop and attempt to remove the malicious files it detects, if it finds any. Thing is, you'll need to enter an authorization code after it restarts to acknowledge that you've regained control of the computer. Caps matters. And when entering the code, you have no access to cameras or doors, so that's a pain. So watch for that. Gotta go. Jury duty today for some reason. Bad timing for me to schedule a shift for you, so bye.
I'm sorry, what? I think that was a bug. A bug.
Sorry about that last shift. I should not have scheduled you when I had jury duty. Anyway, found some more information in the archive, but before I get to that, there's something I should tell you about. You ever heard of the animatronic Foxy? Well, we found his torture suit counterpart, and believe me, this one is weird. Weirder than Vigo. It seems to detect when you're not using any devices and tries to 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 approach you if that's the case. It's like its AI freezes up when it gets a signal. Add a little counter in the bottom right corner of the right laptop screen so you can see how far away he is. When it hits 0, he's arrived. When you start hearing his footsteps, yes, footsteps, he has large metal feet that are pretty damn loud, you'll hear them. Anyway, when you hear them, hide under the desk. He'll go away. Of course, you should also still check the cameras and use the corruptors that will hinder his approach. There is one small thing to be aware of, though. If power goes out, you don't have access to any devices. I don't think I need to explain what happens after that. Also, I'm still trying to crack that passcode protected file on the servers. Seems it's like something really important. Guess Gron was involved in something big. But I did find more classified files, one being about this mystery child. Apparently, he was adopted at 6. However, Mr. Jones put him back in the foster care system when he turned 16. File says that he did it because he didn't want his son to get involved in the business. He thought it would destroy his son to know what he actually did for a living. Looks like he cared deeply about him. Shit, this phone's about to die. Why did I use a cell phone instead of a landline? Look, I'll call you tomorrow, okay? Well, good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh my god! Okay.
How are you holding up, Daniel? You doing good? Glad to hear that. Last day of the week. I'd be excited if I were you. Anyway, it's come to my attention that the torture suits are seemingly getting more and more aggressive by the day. In addition to these revelations, I've finally figured out how to break through the final layer of encryption on that file. Got a brute forcing algorithm running on my laptop. Should have results by tomorrow. I must say though, you've been pretty quiet around me, Daniel. Of course, you must have your reasons. Just feels like you're hiding something from me. It's also pretty interesting that the torture suits are more aggressive when you're around, and that's it. They've never been this aggressive unless you're here. But enough rambling. I'm gonna let you work. See you, Daniel.
What? I don't like how it's extremely quiet right now. Thank you. What? Okay, that wasn't fair.
are you holding up, Daniel? You doing good? Glad to hear that. Last day of the week. I'd be excited if I were you. Anyway, it's come to my attention that the torture suits are seemingly getting more and more aggressive by the day. In addition to these revelations, I've finally figured out how to break through the final layer of encryption on the file. Got a brute forcing algorithm running on my laptop. Should have results by tomorrow. I must say though, you've been pretty quiet around me, Daniel. Of course, you must have your reasons. Just feels like you're hiding something from me. It's also pretty interesting that the torture suits are more aggressive when you're around, and that's it. But I've never been this aggressive unless you're here. But enough rambling. I'm gonna let you work. See you, Daniel.
What the actual fuck? But no. Wait, so how do I always break games like this? I have no clue. Well guys, I'm gonna leave the stream here. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new to the channel, want to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Hitting the bell icon will let you know whenever I go live next or upload a new video. But with that being said, I will see you guys in the next stream. Peace.